Today at the coaching conference, I was delivering a presentation on decision making. The title was "So Many Decisions, So Little Time." We looked at the number of possessions and time in possession, and we identified that players are under time and opposition pressure for the majority of the game, and it's really important that we create that environment that they are exposed to that before the game. So how we set up training sessions to prepare them for that situation. Well, in order for decision making to occur, we have to create an environment that the players can risk. Can they risk making a decision? Well, if we're really structured and focused maybe on a fixed or growth mindset, well, that's going to empower or limit the player's ability to make a decision. So in your training sessions, can players make mistakes, or are they allowed to make mistakes? How do you see mistakes? Well, mistakes, yeah, they're poor and they need to be rectified, but can we allow them to risk? And with decision making, high risk is required, because naturally enough, things are going to go wrong. But with those things going wrong, well, they have an opportunity to learn from that. Now, how do we allow that risk to take place? Well, the players have to have trust in the coach. Can the coach and player relationship offer that trust? Can the coach empower the player to have a go, risk? And if we think about training environment, well, they train to improve and they train to risk and allow that. But that's a big challenge from a coach, because we want everything perfect. And in the chaos and wild of the game, well, things aren't perfect. We think about sports like golf, they're very structured. We have lots of time to make a decision and then focus on executing the skill. But in hurling, camogie, football or ladies football, the game is so chaotic that the players are limited time and space. But in the training session, the player and the coach's environment is really important, that players are able to thrive in that. Well, finally, I encourage coaches to really think about the activities and games that they set up. For example, some of the games that we set up may be limiting decision making or practicing poor decision making. For example, we might play a game with 6 passes before we can score. Well, what happens after the second pass, the goal scoring opportunity is on? Well, what ends up is that the player have to turn away from goals to carry out the task of 6 passes. Well, that rule is limiting the players making a good decision or an effective decision. So let's think about the overall game conditions that we apply in our training sessions.